So I ended up playing for Tottenham first team. So I had a career from early. I didn't come to San Jose. I was in the first team at Tottenham at the time.
Yeah.
With my boy club. England may have been, you know, asking me to play for them.
Yeah.
Or if I'd have made it to that point. So you get people like, you know, Raheem Sterling, where he's born in Jamaica, but
yeah,
he's been playing at such a high level in England for so long. He's got the call and he's done well to, you know, to keep that going. So it's a tough one, because you get some players and nationalities where they're like, no, I want to go and play for Jamaica. That's my choice. It all depends. And I think with us, with the squad that we had 10 around 10 English-based players.
Yeah.
We felt like we were good enough to play international football.
Yeah, definitely.
And it wasn't going to be for England. So we were happy to do that for Jamaica, but it was still an honor. It was a massive honor to do. And I remember at the time, when I decided to play for Jamaica and they wanted, I said, absolutely. I mean, I would say now is, if you have dual nationalities like that, and they both mean something, I think it should. I would have rather played, you know, 50 times for Jamaica, you know, and look at it as you know, my international career, because it just means something. I've got a lot of family there. It means something.
Right.
And, I'm sure a lot of the other guys can say the same. So I think that's what I would say about it, really.
Yeah, and that's like a lot of these players nowadays, I mean, they have dual nationalities. So it's really, it's the way you feel, right? If you're Mexican American or if you're Italian American, you know, you can play for either team and it represents you and you can choose whatever. So it's definitely nice to hear that too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. And this is kind of moving on to some miscellaneous questions. What are your hobbies outside of football?
Hobbies outside of football. Oh, wow.
You better not tell me watching Netflix, all right?
At the moment, that's what I've been doing, really. It's because, honestly, no, it's because there's really nothing. Well, we're here. I don't know about it's like in Japan right now, or even in the US, but here we're on a national lockdown completely.
Yeah, because that variant, right? Yeah.
Yeah. That changed from beginning of January. But before that, it was, you know, go out and do things. I like to do different things. It all depends. It's not, I don't have one in particular thing. I'm actually now, with this time off, I've been trying to find something that I really, you know, I want to do it in my spare time. Yeah. But a lot of the time, right, recently, I've been just trying to get fit, get my body back in shape properly. So when I start playing again, I can give another good couple of years. So yeah, so I'm sorry to say, but it probably is Netflix.
Yeah. Hey, what about broadcasting? You seem like a talent.
Yeah, do you know what? I actually thought about that. I had a friend of mine who's he does some agency stuff. He knows a few people with the I can't remember the company. They do the TV broadcast in England, but it's American soccer. I can't remember her name. Something Adu or something. I can't remember her name. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh,
they do the MLS games in England. She's English. But they do the broadcasting. And they know. Yeah, and I was trying to maybe get into something like that. Yeah. And doing something like that, or I don't know, something for American TV that, you know, show games. I mean, I'd love to do it. I'd love to do the broadcast here for American games, so you can see it. I mean, that's something I would love to do in the future, or you never know when it may come about.
Hey, if we have a space on Tectonic Takes, you wanna get your name out there.
Hey, definitely, I'd love to do. I'd love to.
I'm actually thinking about possibly, because my dream one day was to broadcast games. And hey, man, if you want to come on and be the the color, and I can just be the play-by-play, we'll do it.
Listen, we can do it for sure. I told you we have to start. We got a lot of business to talk about.
Yeah, but who knows? 5 years later, Daniel Slayton's actually a really good commentator. Maybe Chris Dangerfield's not feeling it anymore for the Quakes, so they need that that English voice to come back in. So Simon Dawkins, the legend.
You never know. You never know. You never know how it works. Like I said, I've always said I would love to come back and do something with the San Jose.
Yeah,
wherever it be, something this or that.
Let me get Fisher on the phone right now. I got his number. I'll call him. I'll call Fiordelli first. See if we can get you playing.
Yeah, for sure. It'd be good, right?
When you were out in the Bay Area, did you ever get the chance to go see the Warriors, Sharks, or any sporting event? I know the Warriors were at their peak when you came the second time. So did you ever go out to see them?
Yes, I got to see the Warriors once. I wanted to go so many more times. I always get to because I know some of the staff at San Jose used to get tickets.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know why. I always get to the point where it's like, the drive to San Francisco.
Yeah. Well, it's Oakland. It was Oakland, right? So it was like,
Oakland.
Yeah.
Oakland. It was always like it'll get to 3 PM. I've just finished training, and I'm like, I can't be bothered. Yeah, and I start going and see traffic. I'm like, and you know how it is.
Right.
Go for the next exit. I'm going home. And then I'm thinking to myself, after the game's done, I have to drive all the way back, and I have training next morning. I just couldn't be bothered. So I only got to go once, but I did. Loved it. I actually follow the basketball season right now.
Oh yeah.
I've been since I got there in 2016. Again, that's another hobby of mine. I've been on it, locked in, and so I've been watching so much right now.
Do you consider yourself a Warriors fan, or do you like the Lakers?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
So basically, because the games are so hard to watch.
Yeah.
I've got a stream. I can stream it and watch it. I paid for so it's that 1 AM, 2 AM. So if I can't, stay awake for it, I'll see the highlights.
Right.
So I try to do it as much as possible. But I'm a Warriors fan, and then obviously I catch up with it. Sometimes the Lakers just because of LeBron, and then the Brooklyn Nets because obviously the
right, exactly.
So
that's what's up. I'm a huge Warriors fan, but you gotta watch Bron sometimes. You gotta watch Bron. I mean, I hated when they were hating on LeBron. I was like, oh no, that's like listen, when your parents are fighting, you're just like, no, don't fight.
Yeah, listen, you cannot hate on LeBron no matter what.
Right.
He's the greatest out there right now. He's still going in his 17th, I can't remember.
18th year. Yeah.
There's no way. He's the best out there right now.
Did you ever watch American football like Tom Brady right now going into this 10th Super Bowl? Insane.
Yeah.
He's like 43 vegan.
Yeah.
He's the vegan. He says the vegans been able to play longer. So maybe Simon, I gotta get a nutrition with you right now. All right.
Yeah, thank you. I need to take a look at that, man. I've been looked into it, man. I love basketball. I love basketball right now. So
yeah, basketball's great. What do you think of? I guess we can go a little bit into that because this is the Bay Area thing. What do you think about Wiggins? You think he's gonna pan out?
Wiggins is. I think he will. I think he's an unbelievable talent.
Oh my God, yeah.
I think Wiggins is an unbelievable talent. Definitely missing. When I watch the games, right, I'm thinking they're missing Clay. They're missing Clay. I didn't know how they would react because obviously last season wasn't great.
Right.
And then once Clay was obviously coming back, I thought they got a good chance here. And then he got injured, and then it was like, there's too many good teams around now.
Yeah.
But they've actually surprised. They surprised me. They surprised me. Wiggins it surprised me.
It's nice.
The new kid. Sorry, the new kid.
Oh,
the one that they got.
Wiseman. Wiseman's looking good. Yeah.
Wiseman is a talent.
Yeah, and he's 18. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I think he's a talent. But Oubre is very good as well.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they can do something this year.
Me too.
If Steph keeps going more, gets hot more.
If he gets hot in the playoffs, who knows, right? Maybe we play the Lakers in 7 and we'll see what happens, right?
I think with Steph on your team, anything's possible. So.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've been paying attention, man. It's good.
That's what's up. Okay, that's a hobby. You don't have to say Netflix.
No, I know. Okay, not Netflix. Yeah, I'm hobby right now.
All right. So I guess what game stood out the most to you? Where you felt the most nervous?
Ooh, felt the most nervous. San Jose time?
Anytime. This is your whole career, or since it's not over yet. Anytime.
Anytime. Okay. Anytime. Most nervous.
I mean, I'm telling you, we're putting you on this vegan diet. You're gonna play till you're 40, right? If it's gonna be in Japan, you'll be like the second guy to play till 55. I'm telling you.
Yeah. You know what? My girlfriend right now said to me, if you ever go vegan, she's gonna be so disappointed.
Oh.
So I've had these discussions already. So
just be like, hey, baby, Tom Brady does it. You know, like you gotta understand.
Exactly. Tom Brady does it. Why can't I? Right. So most nervous, I'll probably say. I guess it's one of the big games. I guess it's playoff final.
Yeah.
Probably the most nerve-wracking because it's at Wembley in front of 100,000.
Right.
Meant so much to my family because they grew up in that area. So probably that one. I don't really get nervous that much.
Yeah.
But if I'm saying there was a bit of like, that sort of feeling, it'd probably be that game.
All right. And then two more last questions before we go into a little more fan questions. Hardest person to track back. The hardest person you went up against to track back on defense. So when you had to help out on defense, who was the person that I guess stood out to you like, oh man, I got to do this, like.
Oh, okay.
In your whole career.
Track back. I'm not sure about tracking back, but I can tell you who I think so first of all, in MLS, the toughest player I can play against, because obviously there's some times where I played in the middle, some players I played on wide.
That's true.
So I can remember Ozzy
Alonso. Yeah.
Oh. Please, man, he is a nightmare. He's an absolute nightmare.
He's your kryptonite.
Oh my gosh. I remember when I first played against him, we didn't like each other at all. He's given me some elbows. I've given him some elbows back. He's there to fight. I mean, there's a picture out there with his hand like this to me.
Oh, jeez.
Get me? Yeah. There's something. Yeah. And then when I went back in 2016, we would talk down the field with each other. Like I remember this. He's like, yeah, we have a little discussion and we're all good now. But he's an absolute nightmare to play against. Unbelievable player. You want him on your team.
Wow.
Definitely someone I wish we had even at San Jose.
Yeah.
I feel like we would have done well with someone like him.
Yeah.
You were in the second time. Yeah.
Your second stint, you were missing that Sam Cronin. You were missing that glue in the midfield. Yeah. The kind of lunch pail guy where he shows up, gets that, the dirty tackle, but not dirty tackle, but to get the ball back.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And those little dirty things. And that's what Ozzy did. And yeah. I'm so glad I'm not playing against him anymore. Just put it that way.
It's evident that he did really well because, I mean, he left Seattle and then he went to Minnesota United, and Minnesota United did great. So it's definitely that he did make an impact on the field for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So he's probably the one where I'm like, I'm looking around for him, just stay away from me as much as possible. I try to run away, go here, go there, just follow me. Yeah, it's probably him. Yeah, for sure.
And what about like for Jamaica or for England? Who do you feel? Your biggest kryptonite, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, I played against in the Premier League. I played against Vincent Kompany. Oh, he was a tough defender to play against.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Ashley Cole was always difficult. Ashley Cole was one.
The same Ashley Cole that said he wanted to go to LA Galaxy to vacation all day.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
But he played well out here. So he took those comments and like showed us all wrong. So.
Oh yeah. But I mean, even Ashley saying that, you knew that when he turned up for the game, it's not going to be. He's not coming some vacation. It was
right.
Top professional. I'll probably say something like that. And do you remember Zabaleta?
Yeah, Zabaleta.
Yeah. He was so tough to play against. He wasn't fast at all. He wasn't quick, but for some reason he would be able to just. When I'm running back, going back, he was going. He had energy for days. And it was like, it wasn't quick. I can beat him in a race to the ball.
Just knew.
But the problem is he just keep going up and down. Like my energy was not the same. So I don't know what his diet was. Maybe a vegan diet.
The vegan diet, right? The Tom Brady diet.
Maybe it's the vegan diet. Who knows? But yeah, he's probably the most toughest as well.
That's awesome. Okay, cool. And I guess this is kind of like my question for you. What's it like to train with people like Bale, like day in and day out? I mean, that's like star-stuck. I mean, probably for some players too. So you've known him for years. So to see him come back to Tottenham and train with him day in and day out still, how does that feel?
Yeah, I mean, great. I mean, his career speaks for itself. I mean, I know he had a tough time at Madrid, but let's not forget he's won so many titles there as well. So things, and he's a world-class player. And it's good to see, because I remember when we were 18. And when we were 18, and now to see him now, obviously, is like, it's night and day. Yeah. So it's great to see everyone develop. And so, yes, it's obviously great to be around everyone again.
It's kind of, it's funny. It's probably like, oh, you just realize, oh yeah, it's Gareth, you know, he's normal Gareth. And then, oh yeah,
he's just normal Gareth.
Yeah. But then it's like, oh damn, like, geez, that's Bale. He got better at golfing though, that's for sure.
See that that's his hobby, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, maybe he was skipping out some Madrid practices to do his hobby, you know. So
he was. That's what I don't want to do. I want to, try and find the balance.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So this is actually a fan question that I thought was pretty nice. Fahim Kareem asks, how did playing in MLS help you connect to the Jamaican national team? So did you know a lot of them, like Gilbert Barnes and all those guys that played for Jamaica?
Yeah, so Barnes, he's Giles Barnes you're talking about, English.
Sorry.
So
Who you talking about? He played for the Dynamo for years.
Yeah, Giles Barnes, He's English.
Oh, okay.
He was actually at Derby before, so I kind of knew him before, but he had his career. He was now having his career in the MLS. Yeah. And it was good to me. I'm going to talk to him obviously because when I play against him, I've said to him, I'm probably going to be playing for the Jamaican national team, and I think he was like saying the exact same thing. So it was a lot easier to sort of connect because we had a lot of players playing in MLS. Yeah. Playing for Jamaica. Alves Powell, not sure where he is now. Kamara Lawrence was playing. Yeah. Andre Blake. I don't know where Andre Blake is now. I think he's still at Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, he's still
killing. That's what I'm saying. So there was so many players, playing in the Jamaican national team there. So it was good when I came out there. It made it a lot easier. Yeah. Because I was seeing these guys week in, week out, Right. Still, so yeah, it was good.
Did you have that connection when you played for Jamaica and then you went to go see him the next week or the next couple of weeks? Yeah. Hey man, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah, exactly. And it always be the topic of conversation, because we would have just played against like Philadelphia. I remember I scored against Philadelphia and it was against Andre Blake, and then we had international call up like 2 weeks later or something, or free work, whatever it was. And I just gave him a look and say, because he tried to give me, some words before the game in the lineup. Like, you're never going to score against me. We always have that in training, and I just gave him a look to say, that's what I did. Right. You know what I mean? So yeah, we always have that sort of banter. It's fun.
That's good. That's good. That seems like a nice little brotherhood, like another brotherhood. Yeah.
It is for sure.
Okay, and that kind of, I guess that kind of wraps it up for us. Simon, this was awesome. I had a blast, man. We learned that you're gonna be a broadcaster. I mean, we learned that you're gonna be on the vegan diet soon. You gotta tell baby, hey, you gotta be on the vegan diet.
I know. It's tough, man. I don't know I'm gonna do that.
You learned that, your boy Favi's gonna be your agent now. I'm gonna get you to USL, the Roots team or something.
We're gonna talk business, like I said.
Yeah. And no, I truly want to thank you for coming on. This has been such a blast. I'm a big fan of yours, and we have a whole bunch of Quakes fans that still really love you and care about you, and they wish the best for you. And hopefully one day they get to see you again in some shape, way, or form. And this is such a great opportunity. Thank you for that. I would appreciate. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me. And obviously, like I said, the fans always mean something to me in my heart. So yeah, thank you for having me on. And it's been an honor, man.
Do you want to, I'm going to give you a second. Do you want to say anything to the fans, or do you want to, you know, shout out to any charity or anything that you're kind of working with, or your social media?
Yeah, no, obviously to the fans for sure. Yeah, like obviously thank you for my time there. You made it so easy for me in terms of settling in. You know, from day one since I got there, you made me feel at home. Being an English Jamaican boy from here, coming all the way there by myself. It was like I had a family that was over there, and I settled in so quickly. So yeah, that was amazing for me. And hopefully I can come back out there sometimes. And yeah, either soonish if it's for a vacation or if it's to work and be a part of the family again. I'm always going to be honored. So yeah, hopefully see you guys soon.
Okay. Well, yeah, and I hope to see you guys soon too. No.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, exactly.
But no, Simon, thank you again. This has been a blast. All I gotta say is go Quakes, right?
Absolutely. Always go Quakes. Always.
All right. Well,
my pleasure, man.
Thank you for your time, Simon. Thank you.
You can call me Dawkins anytime, man.
I was like, oh, Mr. Dawkins.
Yeah, whatever you want, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.